So I unlocked the Tang down last week, and it's an interesting blueprint. For starters, this thing is huge. When I first saw this thing, I thought it would be the size of the dual Kodachis or the Wazashi, but no, it's the size of the Shadow Blade. Which, after some research, makes sense because apparently the katana was inspired by the Tang Dao. Okay, this next part is kinda hard to explain. The attack animation for the Tang Down is odd. It's a blueprint for the base knife, which has an attack animation of 2 swings before a brief pause. But the Tang Down does 4 swings before it pauses, except only 2 swings are counted as a hit, while the other 2 swings just don't hit anything. Unless you miss your first 2 swings, then the next 2 does count as a hit. Except in Battle Royale, where if you miss your first 2 swings, then the last 2 swings only hit once. So long story short, don't hold down the melee button, just tap it. Speaking of Battle Royale, the Tang Dao does a massive 50 damage per hit and 100 damage per critical hit. Quick combat lesson: every melee weapon can hit. By pressing your attack button and quickly pressing jump, you'll deal double the damage of your weapon. Except for the axe, it only deals 90 on a crit. For slow attacking weapons like the axe, shovel, bat, and katana, it's easy to crit, but for fast swinging weapons, you'll need a running start to get a crit. But half the time, you'll swing too fast and don't crit. Now, you may be asking yourself 2 things. 1, you can crit in BR? And 2, why do you have to attack then jump to crit? To which I have no answer to. The whip out animation. When switching to the Tang Dao, your operator does a flip when taking it out and putting it back in its sheath, which looks pretty cool, but in some situations, that slight delay can get you killed. But that's some situations, it's still a pretty cool animation. Alright, onto some cool facts. The Tang Dao is a straight single-edged sword from the Chinese Tang Dynasty, 1618 to 907 AD. Known for its full Tang construction, exceptional armor-piercing ability, and the role as the precursor to the Japanese katana. It was designed to be both good at cutting and stabbing, unlike the katana, which is just good for cutting. And it has 2 variants, known as the Hang Dao and the Mo Dao. One last thing, if this short gets 25,000 views, I'll buy this sword that may or may not be a Tang Dao off Amazon.